Ms. Nudelman, why don't we ask you to come down first, just do these in order. I'm sure Her Honor will be happy to let you step up to the microphone.
When you're physically assaulted, consistently stepped on and stalked by your own husband, that's one thing. But when you're physically assaulted in court and the judge does nothing, that's quite something else. I've had windows broken, bullet holes in several in my vehicle. My business moving van tampered with, where a main retaining bolt was loosened, the front suspension was loosened and ready to fall off the 12,000-pound vehicle. All 6 of my moving van tires were slashed. My box trailer and contents stolen. I've not only been assaulted in court, but stalked by my ex-husband. I've had my arm clenched and squeezed while being threatened. You better accept this offer or you're going to get less.
Excuse the interruption. As I indicated a moment ago, remarks at this time are to be addressed to an item on the consent calendar. Is there an item on the consent calendar? If not, what I would do is ask the county counsel to have one of his staff chat with you briefly offline and see if we can.
Isn't this about sexual assault in the district attorney's office? Being aware of what's happening? I was grabbed in court.
Okay. Unless there's I want to make sure you get...
My arm twisted, clenched, twisted, and threatened. You had better accept Brad Baugh's offer, or if you don't, you're going to get a lot less.
Let me indicate at this point that it does not appear that there's an item on the consent calendar to which you're speaking, but I'm going to ask the county counsel to have one of his staff chat with you briefly to make sure that we have...
What's she supposed to do?
Mr. Largent, I'm going to ask you... Mr. Largent, I'm going to ask you to please not shout out.
The opportunity to speak. She can't go to IA.
Mr. Largent, I don't want to have to clear the room, please. Ma'am, I want to make sure you get heard. I do. But this is not the appropriate venue for that. Let's start with someone from county counsel's office and ask them to help make sure you get heard in the proper venue. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell you what, my personal commitment, someone from my office will talk to you today. If it is not me, it will be someone from my office. And this is Mr. Mitra, who's coming down from the county counsel's office. I do have a copy of your letter from earlier in the day, as does every member of the board.
Should I bring all the copies to the state bar?
Right now I'm going to ask you to start with Mr. Mitra. He's going to raise his hand and identify himself because you don't know him. There you go. And then we'll take it from there. Okay? Thank you. And thank you for coming to us.